I believe this is year 8, John. Absolutely.
And so pretty decent. The big question is we had Tyler Jenny who graduated, and have you picked a quarterback yet?
We're close, John. I think we're really close. We haven't. We're going to look at this weekend. With 2 more practices before getting an off day going into Susquehanna week, and really try to finalize that decision. We think it is really down to three returning guys. Chase Whiteman is a guy that's been with us now for I guess this is Chase's 3rd year, and has done an outstanding job in preseason. Has a very good command of what we're doing on the offensive side of the ball. Is super athletic and has really made good decisions. So we're pleased with where Chase is. But the other 2 guys have both proven to be really capable. And Chase Whiteman, Chase was our 3rd quarterback a year ago as a freshman, and he's come in and really continued to do a nice job for us. And then ultimately the 3rd guy in the equation right now is Colin Wright. Colin was a guy who actually enrolled a year ago but had an injury that prevented him from participating last year. So Colin's really a freshman, but he's also had a really nice preseason and has made a ton of growth in the last couple of weeks since we've been here. So, we think we have 3 very capable guys. I would say that, right now Chase probably came in as the leader and is maintaining that. But really, really very pleased with the depth at the quarterback position right now. Concerned a little bit about the experience, but love where we are from a depth standpoint there.
You had a scrimmage, I believe, a week or so ago down in Lancaster. Who was that with again?
We just scrimmaged. It was actually Wednesday night at Franklin and Marshall.
Franklin and Marshall. And what did you get positive out of that scrimmage?
Well, I tell you what, John. I think we found out, that we have a lot of really talented guys here. I think we're skilled at a bunch of positions on offense. We like our depth at quarterback. Our defensive line has really showed up. We did keep a couple guys out of that because of injury, so we're still fitting some pieces together at linebacker, but feel pretty good about the secondary right now too. So it'll be nice to this weekend hopefully have everybody completely healthy and really continue to shape the team. So I think we found out that while inexperienced, we have a chance to be a very good football team. But we are not where we need to be from a consistency standpoint right now.
A lot of times you got to get through that first game and get some action, and of course we've always had a decent running back.
Yeah.
And this year, number 33. I'm trying to think of his name again.
It's Blake Bowman. Yep, Blake.
Bowman. I should know because he filled in quite well.
He did.
Last year.
Yep.
Whenever you had to throw him in for Craig Needham.
Sure.
And Blake is going to be a good fit for the offense again.
Oh, I think so, John. Listen, Blake has really has had an outstanding preseason. He is unfortunately he was in a tough spot a year ago or the last 2 years playing behind the all-time leading rusher and scorer. That being said, phenomenal kid, very, very talented, incredible balance. And the thing I think he learned more from Craig, more than anything else from Craig, is how to prepare. I mean, he's very diligent. He asks questions. He takes notes in meetings. He really is an incredible role model for the younger kids. And so, Blake, we have high expectations for. He averaged over 5 yards a carry a year ago, ran for between 400 and 500 yards, had 2 games of over 90-yard rushing. So he's proven he can be a good player in our league, and I think that will be reflected with more carries this year.
The MAC doesn't get any easier. It's a great conference.
Yep.
And a great parity, and I'd say there's 7 good teams, 3 or 4 great teams, maybe 5. So you start out with Susquehanna, has a new coach. What do you know about them and what they might be doing? I see they might be going with the no-huddle offense.
It sounds like that's what they're going to do, John. Look, they have a head coach who came to Susquehanna from Muhlenberg, and Coach Donnelly has had incredible success the last couple of years. So I think that Tom they'll be very well coached. Anytime you have a new coach, there's going to be a ton of excitement and energy and optimism. And so, I think we're going to have our hands full next weekend. There's going to be a bunch of guys that are looking forward to really changing the culture of that group. And a win over us would do wonders for them. So we're going to be ready. We're not going to get we won't be surprised by what they may or may not do.
Talk a little bit about offense. Lost some players, offensive line.
Sure.
Going to be in pretty good shape.
I think so. We're pretty pleased there. Matt Patterson is a returning all-conference player. Austin Meidel has phenomenal ability and has been on the field for us a lot the last 2 years. Bailey Hughes is also a returning starter. Eric Bonneberger played in spots last year. Kenny Artura has really come along, and Colin Buffington at tackle. And then there's some guys that haven't had a chance the last couple of years that have had really nice preseasons, John. So still some things to sort out, but we do feel that there's probably 10 or 11 guys there that we could put into a game who can become good players.
Let's switch over to the defense.
Yep.
Again, you lost some secondary people and
yeah.
And some linemen and linebackers.
Yeah, a lot of guys.
But Coach Weiser seems to have a way of putting new guys into his scheme.
Yeah, I mean, John, I think that's really what we have to do as a team, and we've had many, many personnel decisions this preseason. I thought we did a nice job in recruiting. We've added some pieces, and we may be young at some spots, but it all starts up front. And Cole Wellham's back as the returning first-team All-Conference D lineman. Josh Cook's going to be a really good player for us on the D line. Tyler Smith is back, who started for us in 2013. Tyler started for us as a freshman at the end, is an outstanding player. And there's going to be some young guys who are going to have to help us on the D line. Freshmen and sophomores, but that's okay.
Well, that's always been the exciting thing for me, watching a new season and seeing the young guys that step up.
Yep.
There's people you don't even know about yet that become some of the stars when they become a senior. You wonder where they came from.
Absolutely. And listen, John, that's what I talked to the kids about in the spring. I told the team in the spring I was as concerned as I've been in a couple of years, because you look at 3 really good classes in a row that have graduated. And, with the seniors from last year, when they left, a lot of those guys were 30-game players. So that is scary. But I think what our spring and our preseason have confirmed is that we've done a nice job in recruiting, and there's enough talent here. We just have to get experience. And so, it's been a nice preseason. We have a lot of work to do, but this team has an incredibly high ceiling and still a lot of growth potential. So if we can continue to improve, I don't want to say the sky's the limit, but we can be a very good football team, one that has a chance to meet the standards of the expectations around here.
Okay, well, all the best of luck to you, Mike. We'll see you down at Susquehanna September 5th.
Absolutely, looking forward to it.
7 o'clock start, I believe.
I hope so. That's what I think, John. So if it's different than that, I'll find out. All right, John. Thank you. Appreciate it.